Yeah, this one is not very good. All right, everyone, I am excited to share the performance of this. This is not a sponsored video in any form or fashion. Maybe if you click an affiliate link, I get a commission if you buy something, but Greenworks does not sponsor me on this. I pay for this with my own money, and I'm going to compare it to a couple other battery-powered snowblowers and talk about their limitations, pros and cons, cold weather, what can they actually do. I'll tell you, I have some that actually are not very good. I would not recommend to buy, but this is a brand new one here, and I'm going to test it out to see what it does. So let's watch and see what happens. All right, so I'm out here and it is a cold day right now. It's not as cold as it's gonna get, but it's about 14 degrees right now. So some people have questions, hey, can a battery powered snowblower even work in the cold? And the answer to that is a very big no, as well as a yes. And the key thing here is the snowblowers can get as cold as they want. So they can be stored outside in the shed or whatnot, but the batteries do not like the cold. So that is something that I've always seen on these battery powered ones. But for me, it's easy. I just store the batteries inside. I charge them inside. If I were to leave them outside in 14-degree weather, they would not work. Maybe at all, or maybe very poorly. So this is the stack of batteries I'm going to use for these machines. Now this is a brand new one I just got. It's a 2-stage electric. This one actually is metal auger. I mean, it basically looks like a gas powered snowblower, and so I have high expectations for this one, that it's going to be able to really chew through the snow just like a gas powered one. Granted, I'm going to have some viewers that say, hey, I have a 30-year-old Honda one and it's never let me down, I'm never going battery. That's great. I'm not trying to convince you otherwise, but I'm here to show you the performance that you can expect out of a battery powered one, as well as the different range. So just like you could say, hey, I have a pickup truck. Well, if you have a old Chevy S10, you know, small pickup truck, or you have a new heavy duty 3500 pickup truck, they're going to perform very differently. So it's the same thing here. Each battery powered snowblower is not created equal. So I'm going to show you a test here comparing. I have a 40-volt power snow shovel, a 40-volt snowblower single stage with a plastic paddle wheel, and then an 80-volt snowblower with a paddle wheel, also single stage. So very similar, 40-volt to 80-volt. I've compared those in the past. And then this guy is an 80-volt, so it uses the same battery as that 80-volt one does, but it has 2 of them, and it came with, I think, 2 5-amp hours, so they're bigger size. It can actually take 3 batteries. But so let's just test it in this pile of snow here. This is very crunchy snow. So if I go look at it, it is basically ice more than it is snow, and that's because it's been 35 degrees the past 2 days, and then we've had this hard freeze down to 14 degrees. And so that's stuff I had in my snow plow, and I piled it up on purpose to do this test. If I can't get the smaller ones to even dig through that, I'll test them on the little lighter snow beside it so we can just see how good they are. So let me go ahead and get these things out. And these batteries, again, were stored inside. I just took them out, so I'm gonna plop them in and we'll do some testing here. All right, let's see if this power shovel can do anything if we just go into it. Really, it's not that bad. It's very strong, but obviously it only has about a 10-inch intake or so, so it clogs up once I get deeper, but it doesn't stop working. Let's throw the same battery into the snowblower and see what happens. And then, of course, everyone, I need your help to make my channel more successful. So if you will hit that like button and consider subscribing to my channel to help it grow, you'll see more videos like this and everything else that I cover. I also do read your comments, so please put a comment down below and I will try to get back to it. Thank you. All right, same battery, just taking it in and plopping it in. Okay. There we go. I can kill this one and stop it down. Same battery, really needs more power. Yeah, this one is not very good.
All right, so this one will work on the small amount of snow. It'll go through it, but if I get into deep stuff, it just bogs down and stops working. All right, so let's give this 80 volt one a try. All right, so this one does not bog down. It has enough power with the 80 volts to handle it, but obviously you see me slipping and sliding, having to shove it in there. It can work, but it just doesn't eat through the hard snow as much. So if it's a couple inches, 3-4 inches, not a problem. Or if it's fluffy snow, not a problem. All right, this is what everyone really wants to see. That's this big guy. And of course it has these cutters to help with the deeper snow. You know, this is what, 2.5, 3 feet or something deep. So this will help with that. Let's see what it does. All right, so we can see it clearly does it. You know, it's still very hard to get through this stuff, but it's really limited by how much it can chew the snow, not the power. It doesn't slow down the auger. The drive has several speeds I can pick from, no problem there. Let's try a little bit easier for it. That is quite something. So this thing can really blow that snow far. I'm blowing all over my driveway, which is not great. This thing is powerful. All right, this thing works really well. I'm actually pretty impressed. Now, again, this is really hard stuff here, so I'm not surprised that it has trouble, digging into it. Let me go down the side of the driveway to show you how well it does. That was something else.
All right, so I know I'm not going to convince everyone, but this is really impressive performance. The one thing I will say, of course, is you are limited by your battery capacity. So, you're going to, I think they say like 4-car size driveways, what this one can do with the 2 5-amp hour batteries. You can add another 5-amp hour battery and get some more space. I'm obviously not going to clear this driveway, which is 20,000 square feet of snow, with this battery powered snowblower. So that is definitely a downside to them versus gas. But for me, I use a plow for most of it. In fact, I use a autonomous, going my favorite battery powered snowblower. It is my autonomous Yarbo, which goes out and does this clearing for me. So I don't even need to get out there in the cold. My fingers are actually hurting right now. It's so cold out here. But this guy is impressive. And now, I did not get sponsored for this video. I paid over $1,000 to get this machine to test it out because I want to compare it to all these other Greenworks machines I've also paid for, and I'm not sponsored in any way for them. So I'm doing this testing to show you the difference. This one I would not hesitate to buy. The only thing is, if you have a huge driveway that you snow blow all of it, yes, you're gonna start running into limitations with the battery capacity. But this does have a pretty neat unit here where you can check your battery status. Right there, you can see I have 3 out of 4. They were not fully charged when I put them in, but I didn't use it a whole lot either. So you can check on your battery status there, obviously very easily. This unit has some really cool features. Has different auger speeds, has different drive speeds, reverse speeds. It is power steering, levers, so you can turn it left or right with the powering. So it's a really nice unit, and I do say that it performs well, just like I expected. Just keep the batteries warm, and then know that there's a limitation of how long they're gonna last for you. So if you do want it, I have a link down in the video description that you can go and look at it, as well as these other machines. Out of these other ones, if you have always, not as deep snow, that 80-volt single stage unit is still very good. And then if you want something for steps where you're going to go sideways on it, that's where I really like this power shovel. It's great for very quick and easy. It's not that hard to handle, to pick up, and it's more maneuverable obviously than a snowblower because you're just hand holding it. So I like that one. I don't like the 40-volt snowblower. The battery just isn't strong enough to really keep up with the snowblower. So that's my my take on these electric snowblowers. If you have any questions, put them in the comments down below. I do answer those comments, and then stay tuned on my channel for more videos.